Morning. I realized yesterday I never say the date, so I think the day thing has no context at that point. Today is March 12th. It's day 36 and 24 from Amicalola, I believe. I'm gonna start. Yep, I was right. So, and if somebody else, comes across this, I've been saying from Amicalola for the second set for the 20, like for today, for the 24, because I already knocked out a big section. Well, not a big section, 177 miles. So I technically started December 19th, and I did a bunch of short trips. So I was trying to do this in case somebody kind of comes in from the middle. They're like, well, anyway, it's not that big of a deal. It's been 24 days since I started in Amicalola. Today's March 12th. It is raining. I'm sure you can hear it. Rain on Dyneema. It's the fancy version of rain on a tin roof. It's a little windy. I hear the wind high because we're kind of down not on a ridge. Kind of like a hollow. It's almost hello computer. Oh, yeah, my watch just died. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna grab my electronics that I sleep with to keep warm. I'm gonna charge my watch. I am going to Uncle Johnny's today. Forgive me, I multitask. I could just stop this and keep recording, but you know what? We're just rolling with it. I am stopping by Uncle Johnny's today. I still haven't made up my mind if I'm gonna stay or if I'm just gonna stop by, resupply, and go. I don't know. I looked and I'm still ahead of schedule. But I'm going to be stopping at Station 19 in Roan. The station the station at 19E, I think is what it's called. And that's 2 days away. So, although I love staying places, I think it's a bit much, to stay somewhere and then stay somewhere 2 days later. It's fine, and it was fine for me in the beginning, and I'm not judging anybody else who does it. Stay as many places as you want. This is your trip. One, I'd like to save money, and two, I think it slows me down a little bit, because if I stop there today, it's only 6 cents and change. Hey, to me, that's I feel like that's like a Nero. So, and I'm trying to keep, increasing in pace, which I am. So, just doing a spot check. My body feels pretty good. I slept well. Yeah, I was really waiting until I hear some movement over there, because as soon as I break this down, I want to get into the shelter to start the day. I don't want to hang out in the rain or stand there awkwardly while everybody else is still asleep, which is possible. It's a short day, so I'll probably just hang out in here for like another hour. Work on some videos. I worked on some videos last night. And yeah, like Instagram, like I haven't been posting like, you know, day whatever. I've just been sharing some photos. You know, I add like one hashtag. Even with these videos, like when I first saw how many views I was getting on the first video, which I think people were just preparing, I was like, oh, you know, we could make something of this. And now this is really just documentation for me and my family for the future, and the handful of people that continue to watch. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you get something out of it. Hopefully in the future people can watch these and get something out of it. I'm not doing a lot of technical stuff. Like my first couple trips, I was trying to, you know, capture videos of me like setting up and stuff like that. But really it's all been kind of the same. Yeah, so I think what I've talked about more here is just the logistics, you know, some of the emotional part, and you know, getting used to you know, resupply and stuff like that. You know, like here's a good example. You know, some of the stuff I was hemming and hawing over that I ended up cutting for my trip, I ended up getting back. Pillow's a great example. By the way, if you've never tried this, put a buffer around your pillow. Game changer. You know, I have a package coming that has my 30-liter dry bag in it, because, you know, nights like this when it's raining, when my bag is full, I gotta hang my cook kit on the outside, and the bag it's containing is not, you know, waterproof. I might keep the 12-liter dry bag to keep the clothes I want to keep dry in, because it is a dry bag. So, I don't know. We'll see. So that's my good morning video today. I'm still in my hammock. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So the trusted Z-Packs arc haul is finally potentially meeting its end. This just broke, which it didn't feel that bad carrying it just like flat. This I've had to shore up or the metal comes out, and when it was bent, when it was in its arc mode, this kept leaning to one side, which makes me think I was doing something wrong because it was always the same side. But either way, I've had this thing for a while, and the lead time on it was a long time, so I'm not going to be able to get another one while I'm out here. So I'll be looking for a different option. Hopefully it'll last me until Damascus. So this is day 36, day 24 from Amicalola.
Today was 10.5 from no business to Curly Maple. I stopped off at Uncle Johnny's for a shower and to do laundry. I felt like my resupply was a little expensive for 2 days, but it is what it is. It was really warm in that bunk room, and every part of me wanted to stay, but I'm glad I got an extra 4 miles in. I don't want too many Neros right now, and to me, a Nero is going to be anything under 10 days, or 10 hours, 10 miles. Excuse me. Wow, struggling. So I've got a hole in my Sawyer bag, which has been there for a while. Bubby's sending me a new one. My backpack is reaching the end of its life. I ripped the crotch in my Frog Togs today, and I've been having that potential issue. We'll see how it works out with the battery. I was able to charge maybe like 60, 70, 80% of the battery. I've got enough to keep the most important stuff charged over the next 2.5 days. So I was talking with somebody here at the shelter, and it might snow tonight, so it's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to stay in the shelter, and I'll feel like setting up tonight, and I would like to get up early and get a jump on the day. So that's the plan. Mood is pretty good. I'm just gonna sit here, peg out, get a good night's rest, and start off in the morning. See ya.